Next page is some First Heritage people, great loan officers, great support staff, all of our staff, pictures of them. You've got this whole thing, managers, addresses, all that kind of stuff. Last couple tidbits on the last page. Commercial deals, we do have a 90-10 split on those. It's because we don't really get title business on those, so we do have a small split on the commercial side. For rentals, no 345 brokerage fee. If you have a tenant, you get to keep all $400 of your tenant rep fee. We're not going to take any of that money. You get all the tenant rep fee. If you have a rental listing, we have a small admin fee. It's 7.5% of what you charge in a 1 month's rent. So for $1,000, $75. So $2,000 rental, which might be average rental, $150 admin fee, you get to keep the rest. We do have an in-house property management company that you can use. There's no requirement to use them, but I think it's great because if you tell your clients you don't do property management, what are they going to do? They're going to go find somebody to manage their property. Well, somebody that's going to manage their property might know a different realtor that all of a sudden they're going to pass that to that realtor in 3 years or 4 years. So I would want to keep them in-house with our property management company. When it's time to re-rent that house, relist that house for rent or for sale, they're going to pass it right back to you, keep that client under our umbrella, so they're taking good care of them. The last thing I'm going to say is this, it's on the piece of paper. Some people love joining us for the flexibility that we allow people to run their own businesses on. We allow you to do whatever deal you need to get the deal done in front of a deal. So what does that mean? So if you've got your next door neighbor's house and you have got to have that listing because you cannot stand to drive home every day and see somebody else's sign in the front yard, you can list that property for whatever you want to list it for percentage-wise. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, whatever you want to charge. We have one requirement when it comes to listing properties. If you're going to list it in Bright, you have to charge at least 2.5%. You have to offer at least 2.5% out to the buyer broker coming in because we want to protect that integrity for everybody at Sampson Properties. Now, you can't advertise less than 4.5% listings. So you can advertise 4.5%, 5%, 5.5%, 6% out there in the marketplace. But if your next door neighbor or your cousin or your friend wants you to do the listing but only wants you to do it at 3.5%, you have my okay to do whatever it is you want as long as you pay me my $345 or $495 if you owe that as well, and you give out 2.5% in Bright. So people love that flexibility that they can run their businesses the way they want to. Now, cash back. Somebody calls you and says, I'm going to buy a new construction home, but I want 2 points back. Go do it. It's 1%, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 you didn't have yesterday, right? So you can go do that deal if you want to. Now, you can't advertise more than 1% cash back out to the marketplace, but you can do whatever deal you want at the table to get it done as long as I'm getting my $345 admin fee and or $495 as well if you owe that as well. That's the only requirements I have on that. So I'm not saying, look, we could have 5 smart people up here and tell you 5 different ways to run your brokerage, your business. So I don't care how that works, but if you want to charge 6, charge 6. You want to charge 5, charge 5. You want to charge 4.5, charge 4.5. But what we do is we give you the flexibility to run your business the way you want, and you don't need approval when it comes to doing a deal in front of you. I've had stories of people that take a listing at 3.5%, and people are like, why would you ever do that? Well, it's because they made a connection point there on that person. My wife, her first listing ever, she had 3.5%. And she said, Donnie, should I do it? I said, well, what else are you doing? We were 23 years old when I got nothing going on. Take the listing, right? She sold it the first weekend, made a 0.5% on the deal. But in the next year, the connections from that guy, we made $55,000 in commissions in the next year. Now, when you're 23 years old, $55,000 in commissions in 1 year is fantastic, right? So that was off that one deal that she never would have made that connection if she said, I would never do a 3.5% deal. Now, you might say, never in a million years would I do that. That's fine. The great thing about Sampson Properties is we give you the flexibility to run your business the way you want. You're all running 3,000 individual businesses. It's up to you to do that. Those are all the lots and lots of words I had to say. I want to thank you, if you've watched all the way to the end here, for logging in and learning about our brokerage. I'm really proud of what we're growing here. We've got amazing staff. We've got amazing realtors. And we're getting better every day. We're not perfect. I don't claim to be. But I think we're doing a really good job. I think we're growing every day as a company. I would love to have you join our team and our family. I think that our major thing, if I would leave you with, is that my pledge to you is we're going to keep trying to add, keep trying to make our brokerage better every day. It's never going to be about what I can make off you. It's always going to be about how I can make your life better. And if you join us and come along for the ride, we think you're going to wake up 6 months from now, it's going to be even better company. And a year from now, 2 years from now, and you can jump on with us. And we're excited about the future and the way things are going. So I'd encourage you, if you have more questions, reach out to me by email or by phone, and I'll talk you through those. But I'd love to have you a part of our family going forward. And thanks to you for all your time watching our video today.